And hello there folks, RJB here. Today, Burgersasu with 1 win against San Francisco with 2 wins. San Francisco wants to finish off this beef patty and take home the victory against the Burgersasu, but Burgersasu of course is lying somewhere, setting up a trap to catch San Francisco and make a comeback. We have Protoss against Protoss. Spawn locations right next to each other on the top of the map, top right and the top middle. Burgersasu on the red Protoss and San Francisco on the blue Protoss. So, in the previous 2 episodes of RJB TV, in San Francisco against Burgersasu, Burgersasu managed to take home 1 win in game number 2, but game number 1 and 3 were both won by San Francisco. He fried the Burgersasu quite well, medium rare, well done. I'm not sure, but he surely did beat him up with his meat beater. Oh my god. I wanted to say something and it just, by the time I was about to say it, it just sounded so wrong in my head that I could not finish that sentence. It was just absolutely unacceptably bad. Excuse me, but that sometimes happens. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you roll down a slope, a slippery slope, and you just keep on sliding, and then you realize that you're sliding a little bit too far off the deep end, and you're about to say something really, really stupid. That aside, Burger here goes for Nexus first. Likewise, his nemesis, San Francisco, goes for Nexus first as well. Not very uncommon in Protoss against Protoss. We have some rules in place in Protoss against Protoss where players are only allowed to build a single cannon inside their choke and no cannons on the middle. But they can build as many cannons further inside their base, wherever they want, as many as they want. Both players getting a gateway. Burgersasu also getting a forge. There's no gases there yet. Second gateway, triple gateway there for San Francisco. He's got something up his sleeve, and I'm not sure if Burgersasu likes what he has for him. It's going to be a pretty expensive, perhaps a healthy, perhaps an unhealthy 3-course meal of triple Zealot entering the scene very, very soon. Double gas for Burgersasu, cannon coming up, and 1 gas here for San Francisco. And San Francisco scouts Burgersasu on the very first attempt. Burgersasu went the wrong direction. And someone is honking the car outside. It's highly annoying, but it's very loud. And oh my god, maybe you could hear it, maybe you could not. But oh my MG, that was very, very loud. Talking about outside, the weather is pretty nice. We are having the first 18 degrees Celsius day since mid-October or early October here. So we're having some sunshine, so today is a great day, at least here in the Netherlands. We're having some sunshine, some nice temperatures. It's no longer cold, no longer raining. We have some dry sunshine in the skies today, not tonight. Sunshine goes away at night. Who knew? It's a Cybercore coming in for our friend San Francisco. Zealot there from Burgersasu trying to get in. He gets walled off, sealed off, cock blocked. But he finally finds his way around, but probably will still get caught by those Zealots. So not really going to achieve too much there, except maybe gather some small little bits of information trying to get around. San Francisco doing an amazing job of stonewalling that Zealot out of there. He really wants to see that Cyber Core a little bit deeper, a little bit closer. And he sees the Cyber Core, and he might see that there's Dragoons on the way as well, but the Zealot might die. Oh wait, there's a second Zealot there on the left. He will definitely see triple Dragoons spawning very, very soon. We have some other stuff that are on the way for Burgersasu. He has triple gateway now warping in, getting Dragoon range. He's got a Cyber Core there as well. Is he going to go for a Reaver or for Observer? Not too sure. It's a Reaver. Support bit there coming in from Burgersasu, but we have San Francisco hunting down the last couple of Zealots the Burgersasu had on the map, going for a counterattack now. He's got a supply lead, because he had that triple gateway. So 37 against 50. Not yet the end of the world for Burgersasu. He has Dragoon spawning very soon. He's got to keep the cannon in the back alive, and he has to get that Reaver out very, very soon. But at the moment, San Francisco has got a great situation here where he's got the lead over Burgersasu. And Burgersasu with the unit deficit He's going to have to fight and crawl his way back into this game. He might lose that Robo before the Reaver spawns. He's going to try to buy as much time as he can. Triple Dragoon there firing on that Robo. Reaver is most likely gonna finish because we have SanFrancisco stopping with firing on the... Nope, the Reaver gets cancelled, goes down. Situation is bad, folks. Situation is bad for Burgersasu. This does not look pretty. But another wave of Dragoons will soon spawn, and SanFrancisco is keeping his own Dragoons here back at home, where he's getting our robotics and a support bay as well. He's not really continuing on with the pressure. I think if SanFrancisco just went all in on the gateway units here instead of going for a Robo, he would have won the game by having a superior army over Burgersasu, but he decided to go for the technology advancement. And that might not really be, or not have been, the correct choice. Only time will tell. Citadel on the way. Shuttle finished. We have a new Robo coming in for Burgersasu? No. He changed his mind. He's gonna level 1 attack. And Zealot speed is changing things up. We have about an equal army size fight here on the middle, but we have a better spread of Dragoons for SanFrancisco. But Burgersasu might going backwards, target firing on individual units, trying to take them down as fast as he can. But likewise, SanFrancisco pushing harder and harder. This game is getting more difficult and more difficult for Burgersasu as time goes on. Simply chose the wrong build order. Losing the Robo really messed him up pretty good. He needed that Reaver. He invested so much into the Robo and getting the Reaver. It's time and minerals he's never ever going to get back. But we have the defender's advantage. We have 7 gateways, 6 gateways for Burgersasu, 6 more on the way for 12. But we have a drop there prepared for SanFrancisco coming out of the top right. We have a probe there on the side putting down a pylon. He might see this. Will he respond in time? There's an attack from 2 directions at the same time from SanFrancisco and Burgersasu. Reaver arrives on the scene. Reaver shoots its load, hits some probes, and kills a bunch of probes, down to 20, 30 probes in total. Gets 1 more, 2 more. Reaver gets 1 more shot, kills 5 more. This game is getting excruciatingly bad for Burgersasu, with SanFrancisco now in a huge lead. 23 probes for Burgersasu, 49 for SanFrancisco. Things are looking ugly. Very, very ugly. This SanFrancisco guy just keeps growing on me. I just keep getting more and more impressed by the guy. His SimCity, his structure placement is not always very pretty, but oh boy is he good with the micro, the multitasking, and the planning. He's got some crazy, wacky build orders, and they're all pretty much working every single game except game number 2. So now we have a surround from SanFrancisco. They're on that choke point. Burgersasu retreats, but then goes right back in when SanFrancisco retreats himself. Supplies are about equal, which means Burgersasu has a huge army compared to SanFrancisco. He also has level 1 attack finished up, and SanFrancisco has 0, 0, 0. The level 1 attack and speed still on the way. Does this mean that SanFrancisco going for the drop did not work out in his favor? He did hit a lot of probes, but Burgersasu is not even making probes anymore. He's going all in on producing Dragoons and Zealots, trying to leverage the supply lead he has in terms of army size. Oh, but we have Dark Templars entering the scene. That's going to change and end the game because we have no observers for Burgersasu. He's going to try to march forward and kill as much as he can to buy himself some more time and reduce the army size from SanFrancisco, but not going to work. Dark Templars are absolutely destroying his face, blocking all of those small little pathways to the cannon. It's simply not working out. Burgersasu, I'm sure, has already given up at this point. It's just not gonna work. 25 probes, nope, not gonna work. Calls GG. SanFrancisco wins game number 4, and that means 3 wins against 1 in favor of SanFrancisco. I don't know who the guy is, but so far he is looking absolutely amazing. He is basically beating up Burgersasu with some really sweet, good moves, planning, and he just has amazing game sense. And the micro is also very and highly impressive. I really wish I knew who the guy was, but OMG, we gotta give him a slow clap because he is just really good. It's not easy to take 3 games off of Burgersasu. You have to be some kind of ghost who's been hiding out somewhere. Maybe he arrived freshly on the scene. Maybe I've just been overlooking him. Maybe he already has a name that we know But we don't know that it's him. Maybe it's someone we already know. We just don't know that we don't know. So again, Protoss against Terran. SanFrancisco on the blue Protoss. Same spawn location as last time. 1 o'clock, top right of the map. Bottom middle, 6 o'clock, it's Burgersasu on the red Terran. He's got a pretty rocky road ahead of him. A steep road, uphill, maybe up a mountain. He's got a mountain to climb. Being 2 games behind on Mr. SanFrancisco, who's been medium rare baking the burger patty, the burger beef slab. He's just been tenderizing him, hammering the meat. Burgersasu goes for what looks like a command center first build order. He went for supply depot on 8, and now he's going to get command center, I assume, maybe double barracks, not too sure. It looks like a command center here because he's not getting the barracks. He would have gotten it earlier already. So let me just hotkey locations real quick for both players so I can jump back and forth without too much problem. Now Burgersasu going for the Nexus first. Turns out will work perfectly fine, because SanFrancisco goes for Nexus first into a forge, which means he's going to choke. Pilot coming up in the front. We're going to get a gateway right after. Double gas will allow him to then progress into advanced technology. Get a cyber core after he finishes gateway. Then probably a cyber core, and maybe double robo, maybe robo citadel, maybe citadel robo in those specific orders. Burgersasu going for triple barracks on his middle spawn location. It's very normal to do. On corner spawns, it's easier to go for double barracks into a factory and another factory. On the middle spawn, it's a little bit more difficult because there's so much more surface area surrounding your base that enemies can attack from with shuttles. So yeah, it's just a little bit more difficult to cover all the possible angles. But I do think the 6 o'clock spawn location is the easiest base, along with this 12 o'clock, to defend Terran against Protoss. I think it's the easiest base to defend Terran against Protoss, because you have very good SimCity options, but also your storm dodge with SCVs. You can dodge to the left, to the right, and to the top. 3 separate directions that are very easy and hard, well, very difficult to storm on, but easy to run away from storms with. So here and back at home for SanFrancisco, he went for Cybercore triple gateway. Might go for Zealots, might go for Dragoons. Most often times when I see triple gateway, players go for Dragoons, but he might go for Cybercore, I'm not too sure. Yeah, that's Singularity Charge, Dragoons are on the way. He's going to go for some Dragoon pressure on the front, and then follow that up with double Reaver or single Reaver shuttle. 2 options really. But we've seen him go for Dark Templars as well, so I don't want to say that Dark Templars are definitely not going to happen. Dark Templars are also an option that he has on the table. With SanFrancisco, I just don't really know what he's going to do, because so far he's shown kind of unique, kind of slightly different build orders from what usually happens. Dragoons are waiting there. Marine finds that choke point. 1 robo coming up in the front. Not sure if Burgersasu could see that robo with the vision from the Marine. There's no Citadel, which definitely means no Dark Templars. If you wanted to go for Dark Templars, the Citadel would have been built right before the Robo. But Robo no Citadel, of course, means Reavers will soon be entering the map. Dragoon Reaver, a very interesting and in my opinion pretty strong build order. We've got a factory on the way there for Burgersasu. Academy's finished up, but I don't think he has Stim yet. Most of the time I see Burgersasu go for factory, then save up some gas and get Stim. There's a Stim. He scanned the base of SanFrancisco as well. I think he missed those Dragoons leaving, so if he saw the Dragoons he would have gotten Marine range first, because now those Dragoons have more range than the bunker. Although he makes a small little mistake, steps backwards a little bit. Marines have to buy more time. We have SCV there moved to the front to repair the bunker. Things are not looking pretty here for Burgersasu. He kind of got caught unaware, and now he's getting punished for not knowing what SanFrancisco was doing. That is kind of what makes this build order from SanFrancisco so good. Although the Marines are having a good time pushing those Dragoons back. But now, I'm not sure. It definitely looks like SanFrancisco is not gonna win that Dragoon against Marine fight. Now the Marines have stim, so it's easier to chase down, but when they stim they do lose HP, which also makes it easier to kill them. The micro here from SanFrancisco is good, but there's simply too many Marines to really leverage. But he did kill almost all the Marines, but also lost almost all his Dragoons. Gonna try to chase down 1 or 2 more Marines. Killing those 2 or 3 more Marines might just change the effectiveness of this Reaver shuttle drop, because now there's not a lot of units to defend there from Burgersasu, who scans the front, sees the Reaver, sees the shuttle. But Burgersasu now also knows there's not a lot of units lying in wait to attack from SanFrancisco, so it might not be too difficult to defend. There's a tank in the front, siege mode is finished up. Got the dropship on the way, shuttle there going over the right side. He's just gonna go for a Reaver drop on the minerals with 1 Reaver. About 6:35 into the game, he will enter the base. Well, maybe a little bit later. Maybe a little bit later. Make it 6:42. There he goes, comes in, frontal attack happening at the same time, distract, kills the tank, Reaver unloads in the backside there. Reaver did not get seen, did not get detected, kills SCVs, gonna kill even more SCVs. SCVs are running away. Scarab won't explode. Scarab chases down the SCVs but does not get a kill. Lucky break there for Burgersasu, gonna try to get a couple more, but the Scarab once again gets blocked by SCVs and Marines. Only gets the right side, and the right side had about 7 or 8 SCVs in total, maybe 10. 18 kills in total. So I think he kills 14. I think he kills 14 and 2 Marines. So yeah, that was pretty damn good. Pretty good drop. That definitely slows Burgersasu down, but SanFrancisco would have liked to do more damage, but I'd say killing 14 SCVs or so, maybe 12, that is a great amount of SCVs to kill with your first drop. Killed a lot of Marines, killed a lot of them SCVs. And now he's going to have to keep his own probes alive because we have a drop coming in. We have cannons there finished up. More on the way, Dragoons in between. He saw this coming. He knew Burgersasu would go for a tank drop. Dragoons at the top to intercept. Dragoons at the bottom to intercept. Dropship not going to work. He's going to maybe fly in from the other direction. He's scanning the entire base. Sees the front, sees gateways. Sees 4 robos. 1 is still warping in. Great bit of information there for SanFrancisco. So we have level 1 shield on the way. Again, he's going for the shield upgrades, but I'm not sure if shield upgrades are really that great of a choice. I'd say get the armor upgrade or the attack upgrade first. But he's probably thinking of going into early carriers after a little bit of gateway shuttle pressure to do some damage. Otherwise, I do not see a reason why you would go for shield upgrade first. Armor upgrade and attack upgrade are just better upgrades overall, unless you're going for carriers. But in the case you're going for early carriers, you would now get level 1 armor or attack for air, not shields. So not sure about the shield upgrade. We have armors on the way for Burgersasu, 51 SCVs. He's recovering quite well, 110 supply. No turret in the front with our Tempest, but maybe actually do something. Double shuttle there on the left side. Goes in, Marines are in between, starts to unload there on the side. Double Reaver on the scene, starts hitting those Marines. Killing most of the Marines. More Marines coming in, Marines running away. So a lot of Marines coming in, walking into the meat grinder. Walking into the danger zone, gets a couple more kills. 1 more, Scarab does not get shot, and he cleans out that drop. Large just got about 12 Marine kills, which is acceptable for Burgersasu, because it of course means he doesn't lose anything else. No structures, no SCVs dead. The defense there was a good one. And now he buys himself a lot of time to recover more SCVs, get a bigger base, a bigger army, more factories. That is precisely what Burgersasu wanted. keeping his economy intact, keeping the money flowing right into his bank. So more gateways on the way there for San Francisco. Corsairs now getting mixed into his drops. He's rally pointed all of his gateways to the front. Drop comes in at the same time there as well. It's going to be double Templar storming on the SCVs. Kind of misses the storm, but picks up one High Templar. Going to try to go for another storm later on. He's chasing down those SCVs. This Templar unloads, but Templar is too far away to really storm. Gets a storm off, but kills actually just one single medic. Now the SCVs are on low HP. That is something we have to recognize, but we have a medic on the scene to heal them up. I cannot select the low HP ones, but a couple of them definitely are on low HP. But that is why you got medics there next to the SCVs to heal them up, to make sure that they do not die to the next shuttle drop. So 4 shuttles there. What do we have inside? High Templars, Zealots, and even more Zealots. 12 Zealots, 4 High Templars. Comes flying in over the top right of his base. Gonna try to snipe down those shuttles before they can really unload, but Templars on the scene. Templars not storming. He snipes the High Templars. Very risky business. One Templar stormed there on the Marines, but Burgersasu did not dodge the storm, but it works out just perfectly fine, because he was too quick with sniping and killing those High Templars with a target fire. One more drop comes in, but it's empty. One drop there leaving the base. Zealots on the side killing turrets. One more drop there coming in. It's going to be a relay. It's going to be a handoff. One goes out, the other goes in over the top side there. Oh, Burgersasu not really paying attention. Shuttles arriving on the seat. SCVs have to run away to safety. Come on, run to safety. Templars on the seat is 4 Templars. And he killed 40 SCVs. 40 kills. San Francisco is so damn good. He's got such a great game sense. Fighting and sending shuttles away and sending new shuttles in both at the same time. Some cannons as well to shoot across the hill to prevent turret construction here on the top corner. Very smart as well, doing the same thing right there. I like what I'm seeing. Burgersasu is in even more trouble than he was previously. 30 SCVs. He's got a small little army. He's got some raids flying back and forth. But San Francisco is just putting on a show of how to play Protoss against Terran. He's spending his money wisely. He's dropping hard. And he's getting Stargates as well to get into the carrier production. Got a fleet beacon on the way as well, somewhere in his base on the top corner. Double cyber core, getting attack and armor, getting level 2 shield as well. Level 1 attack on the way too. Things are looking phenomenal for San Francisco, but I have seen Burgersasu make a comeback from worse situations than this. And he's scanning all the time, trying to find out when are those shuttles leaving, and is he going for carriers or not. Drop over the front. Gonna unload behind the wall. We got the raids coming in with no cloak. No cloak. Storming on the tanks in the front. Zealots are breaking through. Their Templars in the mix as well. High Templars there in the back, lying in wait to storm on whatever else comes forward. But our Templars there, though, are doing a lot of work. Zealots are breaking through. He's killing the entire front. Killing a lot of army. I think he killed about 20 supply, maybe 3 supply already. Shuttles moving forward. He's going to try to make Burgersasu pull his SCVs off the minerals, but doesn't fall for the trick. Snipe the shuttles, and I lost connection to Battlenet. Not sure why it happens, but sometimes it happens, and it's kind of annoying, in my opinion. So Burgersasu weathers another storm. He survived yet again. Finds a probe there on the middle. Cannons are being built on the left and the right. Depots in the front getting killed by Zealots. So what do we have happening here? We have Corsairs on the way, Observers on the way as well, in the case the raids have Cloak. Not sure if they do or don't. He wants to kill those raids, and killing the raids will allow for his shuttles to fly in more easily. Scans again. He saw the shuttles, saw the Corsairs, he knows what's going to happen. Burgersasu knows what's going to happen. Now 61 SCVs against 87 probes. San Francisco's economy has been in a really good spot for quite a while now. I think 2 more Stargates should be able to build 9 carriers at the same time when he starts carrier production. We have level 1 there. 1 shield, 1 armor on the Corsairs. Level 1 attack almost finished up. Corsairs flying back and forth, waiting for the observers to arrive inside of Burgersasu's base, which will then allow him to kill the raids. Killing the raids, as I said before, is going to make it easier to fly in those shuttle drops. That is the ultimate goal of the Corsair shuttle. Also, a lot of cannons being built on the middle. He's completely sealing off the perimeter, taking control over the middle and the sides. Raids flying into cannons. He was expecting the shuttles to be right there, but he made a miscalculation, and now the shuttles have freeway into the backside. Unloads on the scene. Templars and Reavers too far away. Snipes 1 Templar. Kills the shuttles. Kills a lot of Marines. Reaver goes down. The raids killed the Corsairs. We find some Valkyries as well, but the Valkyries are great against Corsairs. Small little frontal attack happening as well. We have things happening everywhere all at once. He's throwing everything all at once, everywhere, all over the place. Burgersasu is being pushed to his limits. This guy is... Ooh, I'm going to have to do more games with SanFrancisco. I'm going to have to find out who this guy is and get his replays from himself. I have to get my hands on them. This is great stuff. This guy is... I've said it many times already. I'm praising him into the sky, but he is good. He's good. That's all I can say. He's really good. Carriers on the way. Another drop there leaving the base. We have how many Corsairs there in the mix to kill Valkyries and raids? About 11. We have Valkyries lying in the back with 1 attack. He has 7 of them in total. Tanks are on 1-1 as well. Got 4 armories spinning for upgrades. Actually, just 1. Just 1 is spinning for upgrades. We got gold. Drop comes in. Wanted to say something else, but drop takes priority. Unloads on the scene. Where are the Templars? Templar, they're on the side. SV's are running to safety. SV's a little bit too far away to storm on. All the Templars are on the left side. Too far away from the right side. Valkyries getting killed by the Corsairs. Corsairs paid for it with their lives, but they do take them down in the end. So yet again, a pretty good drop. Did not really lose any SCVs, but lost a lot of army in the back. A lot of Marines are gone, tanks are gone. Had to keep his SCVs from mining for about 20 seconds as well. A lot of money lost without really losing SCVs, but drop again comes in over the front side. The drops are never ending, coming in consistently over very good angles. SCVs running away, misses the storm, hits the refinery instead. Keeping most of the SCVs that are on low HP. They are on low HP. Keeps most of them alive. Like just even hitting a quarter of a storm will kill a lot of those SCVs instantly. He needs medics right next to those SCVs. And we have ghosts coming in there for Burgersasu. He's got lockdown being researched. Got level 2 attack for air on the way. We have more Valkyries being produced. We have tanks rolling into the middle because he's scanned the carriers there spawning on the right side of SanFrancisco's base. He knows carriers are on the way. Ghosts are great against carriers. Valkyries are as well, and so are Goliaths. And because SanFrancisco is going for carriers now, Burgersasu knows that there's no ground army to prevent his tanks from pushing through the middle. The carriers might stop this, but at least there's no ground army to stop it. And he has got Valkyries to kind of fight against the carriers, but he's not pulling the Valkyries to the front because he's expecting a drop, and oh, he was right not to pull those Valkyries away from the front, although Templar's Templar walking closer. Templar getting taken down. Carriers in the front fighting against Goliaths. Burgersasu looks like he's fine now. It looks like Burgersasu's perfectly fine now. He's built a lot of starports, got factories, got almost a maxed out army. He's got some good upgrades as well with 1-1 on the ground, 1-2 there on the air. The carriers are though. What other carriers on? I can't see the attack upgrades. Level 2 attack, level 2 armor, level 2 shield. The carrier upgrades are very dangerous, but he's got only 9 carriers, and there's a lot of ground and Valkyries, the Goliaths, and Valkyries doing a great job pushing those carriers back where they came from. There's no shield. Drop comes in yet again. Lockdowns, but hits 430 SCVs go down. got the double, triple lockdown, but one Templar managed to make it out. It's the Storm, and the SCVs, as I said before, the SCVs did run away, but they were too low HP to survive the Storm by running away. He needed some medics right here next to his SCV, so that timing on the drop was perfect. Because now SanFrancisco can take back control over the middle. Burgersasu is stuck and locked into his base. He's in a difficult race. We got some shield batteries there on the side. We have how many carriers? 9 of them. He's gonna stay on 9 carriers. He's not gonna go for, oh, there's number 10. There's number 10. It's gonna be 10 carriers. Engineering bay on the side getting taken down. That's his only, nope, he's got some more engineering bays. We can still build turrets. How many Valkyries do we have now? That's 12. A couple more on the side. I think he's got about 14, 15, 16 Valkyries at the moment. That should be enough to fight back against the carriers. We do have Corsairs in the mix as well, which are great against Valkyries, but it's only 7 Corsairs. Won't make too much of a difference. The real threat is this drop, flying over the middle of the map, while the carriers are distracting here on the right side. So right side harassment, left side drop. Goliaths moving into position. There's a lot of cannons and shield batteries here. A lot of healing on those shields. A very good strategy. You go in, harass a little bit, lose the shields, recover the shields, and go back in. It's a super difficult strategy to deal with. And it kind of counters the Valkyries in a sense, because the Valkyries are great against interceptors and killing the shields. And now it's a fight there in the air, but we are going to drop there coming from the left side. Lockdown on every single shuttle. Templars do not get out. Great move. That is exactly why you get those ghosts. Lockdowns are awesome. So the carrier is still alive, recovering his shields yet again. We have courses being produced. Got 2-3-2 upgrades, almost on 3-3-3. Burgersasu is on 2-2 for air and 1-1 for ground. He's getting 2-2 for ground now though. Carriers once again start the attack on the right. This time he's just doing a little bit of harassment, trying to peel away at the turret layer to make it easier to fight against Burgersasu. While Burgersasu is pushing through the middle with his tanks and Goliaths, he has to push through, because at some point he's going to have to arrive right here to kill SanFrancisco. The shuttles there getting loaded up, carriers in the front pushing back that tank and Goliath army. Get out of here, he's going to take that control over the middle back into his own hands. He cannot let Burgersasu take that grip of control out of his hands. So we got triple probe there on the middle to build cannons. We have this proxy base. There's not a lot of shield batteries. He's got about 9 of them. Not a lot, but should be enough. Frontal attack to distract from the drop on the right. SanFrancisco is doing a great job this entire game long to force Burgersasu to focus on 2 things at the same time. Always 2 things at the same time. Drop comes in. Bottom right. Valkyries on the scene. Valkyries shoot. Valkyries kill. Templar reloads. 13 kills on the Templar. And I think he maybe killed 1 or 2 of his own SCVs with a tank shot. So overall, good drop there by SanFrancisco, but Burgersasu is still in a good spot. He's got 5 command centers producing SCVs. He's got upgrades that are soon going to be hitting maximum, which is what he needs. He has to catch up on SanFrancisco's upgrades. He's on 3-3-3. Arbiter on the scene. Arbiter is great against Valkyries. The Valkyries are great against interceptors. Every single time the interceptors return to the carriers take loads of damage. That is why he's got the shield batteries. Now, ooh, the EMP there on the Arbiter is huge. That is huge. Because if that Arbiter had energy for stasis, which he's still researching, he could lock up those Valkyries into the air, which is a lot of supply, by the way. It's a lot of supply. And Burgersasu would have a small army to fight back against carriers. That's the entire reason behind the Arbiter. not for the invisibility. Invisibility helps, but it's largely for that stasis to lock up those Valkyries to make it hard to kill the carriers. So dancing back and forth, gonna try to snipe the vessels. Vessel does make it way to the back. Another EMP there comes down on the Arbiter. And hit all the shields of most of the carriers as well. Small little gateway army coming in as well. That's a very small army there on the low ground. Valkyries in the back, flying to the front there, going to take care of that ground army because the ground army is tearing through the house. Looking dangerous here, looking very, very dangerous. Burgersasu is low on gas, he's having trouble keeping up. Valkyries are doing mild amounts of damage against those carriers. 1 or 2 carriers went down, make it 3. But the Dragoons here on the low ground as well are assisting in taking down the Valkyries. Valkyries having a tough time. Correction, Burgersasu having a tough time. Going for the starports to make sure that no more Valkyries arrive on the scene. Microing there on the side. The gateway units there did a little bit of work, took down that frontal portion. Burgersasu at 150 supply. Things are not looking too great. I've been saying that the entire game, but things really are not looking too great. So killing the turrets on the right, attacking the starports on the left, attacking the factories on the front, and producing another army, keeping the Arbiter in the back to make sure he has energy and does not get hit by another EMP that will deny him the stasis on the Valkyries. Ghost Arm moves to the front. Oh, there they are! Locked that down. Beautifully done. He didn't have energy for stasis anyway, but that was a good lockdown. That was a good lockdown. So returning to the shield batteries because he needs those shields recovered. Look at some of those carriers low HP. This one's got 18 HP, almost died, but stayed alive. So Burgersasu, 174 supply, goes back to pushing onto the middle. He has to kill this yet again. San has been taking back control over this entire section time and time again. Burgersasu not really been allowed to move beyond this exact line right here. Not being allowed to leave his base for the past 20 minutes. Carrier army in the air. Gateway units in the mix. SanFrancisco is ready to strike. He's got a Dragoon stuck in between pylons. Valkyries in the back, no Arbiters on the scene. Pushing forward with those tanks. Burgersasu looking mighty strong now with his 2-2 on the tanks, 2-3 on the air. He really needs 3-3 on those tanks. But, oh, there it is. It finished up 3-3 for everything. Upgrades are fully operational. Carriers trying to buy time, trying to fight hard, but ooh, he's losing them slowly. But he's killing the tanks and slowing down the push. He's slowing down that push. Valkyries being very greedy, going and chasing the carriers into the cannons, and oh, that was a big mistake. Does kill 4 carriers, but loses all the Valkyries. Now we have a huge supply lead for SanFrancisco, who killed 30 probes to open up supply space for a bigger army. And he's going for a big mixed attack of carriers, Dark Templars, Zealots, Dragoons, and High Templars, all on the scene. More carriers coming from the base, ready to replace the ones that just died. Burgersasu is in trouble. Look at the army size that is now taking over his base. It's flooding in. He simply does not have enough. There's a 50 supply difference. He's low on gas. Ghosts are trying to save today with a lockdown on the carriers. The Valkyries are taking down the interceptors and the carriers, but everything that was on the ground is pretty much dying pretty quick. Templar's rolling. Templar's gonna storm on the minerals. He's on the scene. Oh, no energy. No energy. That one, no energy. That one, no energy. This one, no energy. That one, no energy. But doesn't matter. We have a big gateway army destroying the base of our burger friend. It's been cooked beyond rare. He's been cooked beyond well done. He has been cooked to a crisp, burned completely, ready to get thrown into the trash can because SanFrancisco played a beautiful game. A very strong Protoss against Terran. This guy is the real deal. And now he's throwing some wow. Bad manners. He's throwing some bad manners at Burgersasu, telling him to leave. Naga. laughing his ass off. He knows he put Burgersasu to shame by beating him up in this manner. So yeah, they're having a chat. Burgersasu leaves, and that is a 4-1 victory for SanFrancisco. Phenomenal player, very strong, great control, great planning, just great game sense, great strategy. Everything this guy has so far looks like he is a Gosu in the making, if he isn't already a Gosu to begin with. If you ask me, this guy is a certified Gosu expert in my book. I'm placing him in my top 15, maybe top 10 players in 1v1. Maybe I have to see more of his play to really place him in a really good spot, but this guy so far, he looks solid. And I hope the video was solid as well. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed watching Burgersasu get beaten up without mercy, relentlessly, brutally, savagely. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, a comment, and a subscribe. It was RGB for RGB TV, and see you next time.